I miss tuning with my orchestra. There's this amazing feeling when there's more than 3,000 people in a room together and everybody's making noise and having their little conversations and settling in their seats and turning off their phones, and the oboe starts to play, and then they play an A, and then the string section takes that A and plays and tunes their instruments, and then the woodwind section takes the same A and tunes their instruments, and then the brass section tunes, and the whole orchestra is tuning together for maybe 45 seconds, and it's just such a sense of anticipation and beauty, and you can tell all the people in the room are just collecting themselves and everybody's breathing together. And then the conductor walks into the pit and there's great applause. So that sound of the applause is a really unifying feeling, and usually the orchestra stands up and takes a little bow for the applause, and that's a really wonderful feeling. And then we all sit down and there's this really wonderful sense of silence and anticipation of all those 3,000 people ready for something exciting to happen. I miss that.
The things that I miss the most are the most natural one. All the people walking and just window shopping, just looking around, eating ice cream.
I would say the thing that I miss the most, and it's going to sound really lame and make me sound like a bro, but I miss going to the gym.
One thing that I miss a lot is contact with my students.
I was really getting into the science of muscle building, and you need weights.
There is some exchange, but it's not the same as when you're in a classroom and you can feel where they're going and how their energy is and what they need.
Seeing people hugging and enjoying their time without worrying.
I miss my family. They've been gone for 11 years now, but I really miss them right now.
The thing I miss the most is being with my friends.
I miss my students. I'm lucky I have really great students and work at a very cool school.
I really want to go back to my old sleep where quarantine didn't exist and coronavirus wasn't a fear.
I have singing practice on Mondays. I have committee meetings on a Wednesday. I have dinner with friends on Friday.
My mom is nearby and I can't see her, although thanks to our technologies, we're managing to stay in contact with each other.
There's an inherent drive for all human beings to want to associate and socialize with each other, and that's actually, we need that to keep us sane. So I'm a fourth year medical student and my rotations have all been canceled, so I'm not at a hospital.
We're still pretty scared that our wedding is gonna be canceled. It feels like somebody stole that time from us.
My sister canceled her birthday in July in Berlin.
It's going to be pretty different Easter than usual because usually there's this thing called the big Royal Easter Show in Sydney, and that's been canceled, and that's a really, really big deal for a lot of Sydney-siders.
And we have activities that are scheduled already for summertime, and we're worried about these things because the unknown is consuming many of us. In our June month, which is June Pride, are now being canceled, which is very disappointing for us.
Our singing network of choirs were going to meet in Sydney in June also. That's been postponed till next year.
One of the things that I'm sad about is missing a concert that my daughter and I had planned. This Saturday was supposed to be the fruition of that plan.
We've canceled 10 concerts. The one that hurt the most was in the middle of March. We were supposed to play near my hometown, which is 700 kilometers away from where we live now. So when that concert got canceled, it turned out like my old conductor from back there, she called me and she said, "Francie, I haven't seen you in 10 years, but we were planning on showing up with the entire orchestra to surprise you."
We lost 2 shows that we were supposed to do.
We had a number of shows that were both postponed, some were postponed indefinitely, and others were just out and out canceled.
One of the reasons why I love being in theater environment is that you can't do anything alone. We don't exist anymore as a company, as a group, because we can't work. We work with bodies, we work with voices, we work with touch.
We all make a joke that all of these postponed engagements will all happen in the same week in early September. So
I live in a fairly peaceful place, but there's a certain pollution movement, a lot of people, and it's now very peaceful.
I do notice that things are quiet here, and I consider that to be a real plus.
There's just less people out there, less activity, less traffic.
It is more peaceful which I have ever seen in India.
I live in a main street. It's currently quieter than usual.
On Saturday I was out running, and it was kind of nice, the empty streets and the fresh air, even though I had to carry an umbrella to get too wet.
I keep seeing other people in the forest, and I'm not used to that. But I'm glad they're getting out in nature. They keep their social distance, as Norwegians kind of do anyway.
The first thing I realized or noticed about the environment changing is the jasmine smell, because we're like spring is coming, so it's the first time I've ever smelled jasmine in the air, and it's so amazing, and it shows how the air is clean or cleaner than before.
Clearer skies, different smells.
The skies are unbelievably clear.
There was a post on Facebook today about the Himalayas being seen for the first time in 30 years from India, and that's amazing.
All pollution level is down to the ground level, all factories are shut down.
We saw dolphins going to the port in Sardinia or in the island, and because they're not scared.
There's less sound pollution. The air, of course, following the sound reduction, the air is cleaner.
The air has been clearer. Birds are, there's more birds outside, at least it seems like it.
The birds singing more than usual. It's like more than 12 hours. I can hear them even at night before 12 p.m. and that's like very strange. I've been used to hearing them only after dawn, and that's it.
Eventually humans will be let out to perhaps think twice about how they behave in nature. It's also given nature time to recover.
So this pandemic period has made me more aware of the environmental impact we as humans have on the planet. I'm actually finding myself be more happy and joyful because the planet has a chance to recover. Of course, this is not in any way to undermine the economical costs, the many lives we have lost, not at all. That's a very sad reality.
If humans survive this, we will have had a really good talking to about how we can make a difference and how our behavior in the world has a powerful impact on the health of the world. So I see blue skies. Blue skies shining at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Blue skies shining at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Blue skies shining at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Blue skies shining at me. blue skies do I see. Blue skies shining at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see.